Good evening and happy Easter, Fireside listeners. Let's talk about stories. What are they? Why do they matter? Stories are, in one way or another, mirrors. We use them to help explain how the world works, or sometimes how it doesn't. And just like mirrors, stories prepare us for what's ahead. They guide us, distract us, and even protect us from the things that lurk in the darkness. And, do I dare say, the unknown. Now, when it comes to fantasy, or really all fiction, think of it as a kind of mirror too. It's a mirror that's a little distorted, maybe even a little hiding the truth. But even when it's set at an angle, or just slightly off, it still shows us things we might not have seen otherwise. And it helps us make sense of the world and ourselves. G.K. Chesterton once said that fairy tales are more than true, and he didn't mean that dragons exist. He meant that fairy tales remind us that dragons can be defeated. That's powerful. Just this morning, winter arrived. The sky turned gray, and the snow started falling, and it didn't stop until after dark. I sat there watching the snowflakes glisten as they spun into the light and out again. And in that quiet moment, I started thinking, where do stories really come from? Stories are everywhere. They reflect us, guide us, and remind us of what's possible, even when it's hidden in the snow or in the dark. Do you ever think about what it means to make stuff up for a living? I wasn't sure if grown-ups were supposed to do that, but here I am, traveling, not waking up at dawn, not having to face a cubicle after waking up at 6 in the morning, and honestly, I'm loving it. When I was a kid, adults warned me, don't make things up, you'll regret it. And so far, the worst that's ever happened is I get on planes. A lot. Once, I wrote a story as a wedding gift. Yeah, a whole story about a couple who got a story as a wedding gift. Now here's a spoiler. It was weird, so I got them a toaster instead. And that story, it's still in my head. Probably plotting its revenge. So, here's the thing I realized while writing this introduction. Most of the stories in this book are about love, in one form or another. But honestly, there aren't enough happy love stories. Stories of the kind of love that really should exist to balance out all the others. And yeah, I know, some of you skip introductions. Well, shame on you. But maybe someday, one of you will be getting married. So for all of you who do read, or in this case, listen to introductions, here's the story I didn't write. And you want to know the best part? If I ever finish the story and hate it, I can just cross out this paragraph. You'll never even know I stopped writing the intro to start the story instead.